Saturday afternoon at the home of football. We are getting ready for Collingwood and Fremantle at the Triple MCG. The Saturday Rub team assembled, and I tell you what's coming up. Brayden Maynard, the Bruz. Speaking to him shortly. Angus Brayshaw after an incredible game. Melbourne and the Lions last night. Nuff Nuff quiz, lots of news, full book of news. But I tell you what I love.
What do you love?
I love on a Saturday when it looks about 8 or 9 minutes out like there ain't much. And then suddenly the cracks gather to the fray.
Yes.
And we are now filled right up with stuff that we need to go with. And I actually don't know where we start.
Just got some late mail.
Yeah.
Geez, your voice is a bit croaky.
Oh, have a listen to Fat.
What's that?
What have you been doing, Fat?
No, I can't believe this, Jimmy boy.
Listen to him.
Yesterday,
Listen to him.
after work,
Yes.
I get invited down to the bot, which is around the
there's
corner.
a surprise.
Round the corner for
Shock me.
So I just,
Who invited you, Bill?
Ravi, the owner.
Right.
So that means a free feed. So I go down there, and we had a beautiful steak. We sat there and spoke a few. Just spun.
What sort of a start is this?
Spoke a few.
I was trying to think of some
going-
worldly.
Maybe some yarns or
Yeah, yarns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we went out to the bar. We adjourned to the bar.
Did you?
And had a couple more, and because I'm on dry July, so I was on the waters, of course.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like it. Sounds like
So
it.
anyway, I'm watching the footy there. Joe Danaher kicks a goal, and they're 5 goals up Brisbane.
28 points up.
28, were they? So Fat goes, I've had enough. I'm going to stagger home. So I walk out. I drop into 7-Eleven on the way because
That'd be good for you.
Cornetto, beautiful. And a cherry ripe on my way out.
Oh, perfect.
So Fat just gets up there to his apartment, opens the door, and I've got a recliner, Jim.
I
So
know
I
you
just
have.
sit in this recliner. I love it. I just sit back.
What time?
No, well,
Last
it's only
point.
about 8 or 9 or 10.
Oh,
11 or 12.
15 minutes after I've walked out of the bar,
oh my God.
I turn on the telly. Melbourne have won. How in that walk, Jim? That little walk that I went, how did they win?
All I know is I'm sitting on the host
Wow.
desk after the game. Roaming Brian's happening. I've got Nath Jones and Matty Richardson next to me,
Yeah.
and these texts started coming through, and I knew the Nick Fat was in because there were about 15 words in the text. Not one of them related to any of the other words in the text. I said to Richo, what sort of Nick do you reckon he did? Have a look at this.
He would have worked it out.
Oh,
I can't believe they won. It
They
was
did.
unbelievable.
It was one of the great games of
Yeah.
the year, actually. They were superb. Now, well, there's a bit kicking around.
Yeah, what do you...
There's a bit.
You've
kicking
heard
around.
I'm a bit worried because you started texting other people, Jim, and
Yes.
not me. So
Well,
I'm a little bit worried.
I received. It's because my feelers are everywhere.
Yes,
Yep.
Right. So, and I mean everywhere.
especially in Adelaide.
I got very good intel in Adelaide.
Right.
So I received
So I'm a
the
bit more
text
relieved. Might be
Okay.
you, Bert.
saying you need to run by Bernard.
Oh,
Yes.
good. I think I'm okay.
Was he in attendance
Yes.
at a Christmas in July party?
Oh, I've heard this.
You asking me?
I'm asking you.
Yes, was present, Jim.
And according to my sources at this party, dropping shots of tequila like they were never going to pour them again.
Yes.
Present, Jim. Yes.
All right.
Was it a dress-up party?
Well, went as a religious figure
That's dangerous.
that was deemed purple inappropriate by management
Inappropriate.
and was made to take his costume off.
Bernie?
Well, he's good at taking gear off when he celebrates cricket premierships.
That did become very natural to me taking the gear off.
Is
But
is this true?
that is true, Jim.
What did you go
What did
as?
you dress as? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we'll just leave it as
don't
an
say it,
inappropriate religious figure.
Don't say it.
Ropes.
So then, as if that all of that ain't bad enough,
Loosen up.
when he's representing us
Yeah.
at the show,
Yeah.
got properly loose,
Yes.
started telling everyone he was, quote, Mr. Triple M,
Yep. I heard that.
and that, and I'm quoting again, he went to SAFM for 2 weeks and did breakfast and lifted their ratings by a point.
I did.
Oh, Bernie.
Hey,
Plus,
hey, you do the maths.
no,
You do the
I can't do math.
Oh, you actually, I
We
should
found
come
that
to
out
someone.
during the week.
But also, on his own Instagram,
Yep.
what do you put up?
Oh,
Engagement to
virtually
Lisa.
nothing.
Yeah. And what do you put up? You
I
got
don't
one
on it,
done?
not on
No.
Instagram.
And I put up a few frothies or a bit of fun.
Yeah.
You're putting up how well you're going on the Rush Hour and SAFM. You actually put up the ratings figures.
No, I did. No, I didn't put the ratings figures up.
You did say.
I just said thank you, Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Making the
what
family.
goes on?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
I think I've got to touch ahead of myself
No,
after
touch.
this conversation.
You've got way
Wait,
ahead.
I need to pull it back a
That's
bit.
why you got to come over here.
Okay.
Little fish, big pond.
What sort of output are we going to get from these
Oh.
two? They've both been in a minute.
Actually, I flew in this morning, early start, did the right thing, left the Christmas in July party, which was at our studio, by the way.
Adoring fans
Went
at
home
the airport.
and
Thanks,
signed a
Adelaide.
few autographs on the way out.
Oh.
Thanks, Adelaide.
Thanks, Adelaide.
The airport, I had to get ushered through the airport. There were too many people there, I thanked. But I actually went home and looked after myself.
Right.
Jim, you need to have a look at one of your good mates.
Speaking of shows getting ahead of themselves,
Yep.
Yes.
Well, your show is on the weekday show, Jim, the rush hour.
I'm distancing myself from every part of this.
Well, I hate to say this, but you might be able to get away with this one because this might be on you, Bill, because we revealed last week on the Saturday Rub that you personally have been nominated for the best comedian under the ACRAs.
Hang on.
And that was for your role on the rush hour where you are a two-man show. And Jim didn't get a look in.
Oh.
Oh,
Even
that's
worse.
broader.
That's
Bernard,
Hang on.
that's worse.
what you need to
couldn't
get your head around with this, Bernard, is all of this subterfuge happened when I was in London.
Oh, okay.
So I'm out of the country,
Right.
and I come back to hear
Yep.
that he has put himself forward as the best talent
Hang on.
attached to the rush hour.
And hang on, out of all the categories, you've put yourself as the
Actually,
best broadcaster.
Best broadcaster.
I didn't think it was that.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was comic and fun.
Okay.
Jim, it might be of no interest to you
Broadcast.
to
Yes.
also know what's been attached to the entry, which I've managed to get my hands on during the course of the week.
Oh, no. Yes.
Hello, host.
I know.
This is the bit, Jim, that does have your name attached to it.
no.
And this is what you've entered against the
I
comedic
haven't entered.
greats.
Yes.
Micallef, Malloy, others, Pang. This is what you've entered as a show.
Two French pilots
Punching on Jim. Which actually happened, by the way.
That was real audio, wasn't it?
Yeah, real. We got
the
in
black
there.
box
Yeah,
that went
yeah.
down. Yeah.
put together by Matty Hayward in the booth
Yeah.
and Stupid Onion.
Yeah, Onion.
from Tactics.
Who every time we do it now, Onion's
Yeah,
there.
that's
Wants
it.
to do his French stuff.
Yeah.
Bastille Day yesterday.
So
He did that again.
Damo.
Yeah.
What? And again, this was put forward in my absence.
You need to wash your hands of this, Jim.
I have washed my hands of it.
No, no.
And I sit there quietly on the drive home, Bernard,
Yep.
and think 14 years of this show, and that is the very best foot we can put forward. That shit.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously.
When you said
Well-
for show, I thought it was going to be shit.
We got to
So-
chat to Whitney.
So hang on.
Oh, it's Whitney's fault.
She put Whitney's fault. She's the producer. She put it in. I had 30 better comic acts
Did you?
that we
Oh,
could
did
have
you?
sent in,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah.
So
What about you? You're a bit late today, as you often are, and you're recovering a little bit, aren't you, from
Yeah.
last
I
night?
had to go
But
to McDonald's.
You missed someone from ABC Radio come in with a certain object in his hand.
Rama.
It happened to be Adam Ramanauskas.
Very good man.
And he said, Jim, do you want this? Do you need this? And it was actually his press pass
Yeah.
Oh.
that he'd left out there in the media room.
Didn't realise
So
I
he
left
just walks in.
And Jim goes, maybe, but my face normally gives me everyone I need to get to.
Did I utter that sentence?
Yes.
Never said that.
No,
You go up to the-
you were
Jim,
thinking of saying
Jim,
that.
if we're being honest, Rama did come in.
No, he did.
Is this yours?
I did, but
Is
I
this
didn't
yours?
utter that sentence.
Do you need it? And Jim, well, not usually.
No,
This is my
normally.
face is normally
Goes up
gets
to
me
the
in.
front of the line and
Yeah.
stands there, and the bouncer goes, "Yeah, I do." He goes, does his old
Yeah,
face
yeah,
like
yeah.
fair
Because I've been to a place where there's a bouncer. Not for 15 years have I
Still got bouncers, haven't they? Now, Damien.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now, we're all musketeers here.
Yes.
That's what I like to think. We're all musketeers. We all put our swords in before we come on
Yeah.
air.
Yep.
One for all for one. We all do that. So we're a team, okay?
Right.
Well, no,
Saturday Rub team.
You weren't even here until 1 minute before you went to air, Bill.
he
Musketeer shush.
Stop asking questions because he forgets where he is.
Exactly.
So it disappoints me
Oh, no.
when one of us has a crack at another.
Oh.
We can have it here,
In front of
Yeah.
In front of it,
Mano
yeah, face
Umano.
to face.
Yes.
What?
Mano y mano.
That's it.
Not
Mano
keyboard
Umano.
warriors.
We're not behind
Big laugh.
when he's with someone else, another team, and he
Yeah,
thinks
right.
it's funny, he can let go of you,
Yep,
right?
Yep, gotcha.
So I was listening the other day, and he had a crack at the main man,
Oh, no.
the skipper.
Not me.
No, not you. You're big in Adelaide. You're not here. Right? had a crack.
Thanks, Adelaide.
My leadership group here.
Had a crack at Jim.
Wouldn't have.
No, well, Jim, I couldn't believe it.
Jim.
I heard it with my own ears. Here it is.
Oh. Oh.
Jim.
Now, Jim, I've said that to your
No.
face.
No.
You know I've said that to your face.
You know what that's called?
That
Yeah.
wasn't.
Shush, Musker.
Sword.
Firstly, it's poor
No,
from old Fourie.
exactly.
No doubt it's poor.
Because if anyone's boring, Jim,
So exactly. he knows what boring looks like.
exactly. He made boring.
But secondly, Fat, that's called range.
Right.
You've got to be able to play to your
Range.
different audiences.
Oh.
You can't be the same act everywhere. You show that.
Yeah.
You're proof of that.
Is that good or bad?
No, but
But Damien,
But you said
threw up some examples.
that, I
Which
said that to Jim's face.
No,
I don't ever talk behind anyone's back.
well, you did then.
No, I didn't.
And you had some examples,
Did
which
I?
surprised me too.
What did I have?
Hose.
That is.
So,
Oh, Jim.
well, that's
Mate.
announcing, Bill.
no, he brought it up. See,
Now, that is disingenuous. I did not bring
That's
that up.
called hosting.
you know what
Was that boring?
inflections are?
Yes.
You go up, then you can go
Have a
down.
listen to Fat.
And
Trying to tell me about inflection.
Inflections. Then I think there was another example. Damien.
Damo.
Damo.
Damo, I can't believe
And
you've done this.
Jim, I did not do that bit. I did say the boring bastard
Is-
bit.
is there more?
Absolutely.
I think there's one more.
One,
Right,
oh,
Damo.
better play it, Damo.
Yeah, go on.
What's happened to your plums?
This was
sound like a
joke
jockey there.
that didn't work the first time, and you've now gone with another 13 times. When are you going to realise it actually isn't funny?
Tim!
Oh,
Jim,
of course
no,
it is.
Jim.
No.
Of course
liked
it is.
it.
Hey, speaking of people
Boring.
filthied
Boring.
up.
Oh.
No, not boring, not
Yeah,
boring,
yeah.
but filthied up.
Oh, our man here.
Howie.
Oh,
Oh.
Has it been resolved? He's left out of Jay-Z's cricket team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was
And
too.
has
Yeah.
properly
Not
filthied
happy.
up.
Yeah.
No.
So have they sorted it out, these two?
We brought it to a head last night
And?
on the Friday huddle.
And?
I just, there's some uneasiness
No,
attached to that.
a heap of uneasy.
And it was clearly deliberate because everyone else got a Guernsey in the team.
yeah.
And Jay-Z, middle of the week, said, well, I don't care. That's my team.
But
he's
he
not in
also
it.
said
He's
more
not
of
a- he's not a
tennis
cricket ball
No, he's
operator.
a tennis ball operator.
He does care, though, because he started covering off during the course of the week. He rang me, you're okay with me saying you wouldn't be able to get it off the square? And then I know he rang
Oh.
Das as well saying, hope you don't mind, I'll put you in at 11.
Mate, I was 12 man. I'm not happy with that.
Aren't you?
No, bringing out the drinks.
Speaking of friction, though,
Oh, I thought you meant-
How'd you go?
Who with? Which one?
I know you received a phone call during the week with a certain
Oh.
broadcaster from another network.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
After you inadvertently revealed to a lot of people last week on the
Time
Saturday
for a
Rub-
break. Let's
Oh!
go. Triple M Rocks Footy here. We're MCG, Collingwood, Fremantle.
You were
Thanks
using
to
an
McDonald's and Ream.
You were using an app to
We'll
track. Oh, you want to hold that off?
We'll just keep
I
it.
can hold that. Okay.
We're going to get
Yeah.
back to it.
All right.
We just got to speak
Thanks
to
to
lot of
McDonald's.
we got to speak to the Bruz next. But this man I ran into last night.
I love the Bruz.
Not the Bruz.
Oh.
The man you're talking about. Not happy.
Oh, yes.
Litigation.
Oh,
Illegal.
Hard yakka, new breed of Aussie legends. Toughness is in their DNA. McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Brayden Maynard next as Triple M Rocks Footy. Saturday afternoon, we're here to have a look at Freo and Collingwood, and we stop everything when this man makes himself available, the Bruz. I heard,
What?
because I've got good, speaking of good intel,
Intel?
I've got good intel in the medical staff at Collingwood, and they said the Bruz shoulder hanging off. Like actually came
Just
away
skin.
from his body, and
Yep.
there was just a tendon linking it to the rest of his body. Everyone else would have missed a year and a half. Bruz said, sew it up and give me a week off and I'm back. Is that true, Bruzzy?
Mate, that That's very true. Very, very true. Nah, thanks for having me on, guys.
So
Always a
where,
pleasure.
in all seriousness, where are you at? So is it one of those ones where it's going to be sore, but you've just got to manage it now until you win the grand final?
Well, hopefully. I've actually got hypermobile shoulders, so my shoulders pop out really easily, but it can actually be an advantage because sometimes if they pop in and out, it just happens and they don't stay out. So it's just like a bit of impingement in the shoulder. And Bill, you understand me? Or are you with me?
I don't understand any of it.
What did you call them?
Hypermobile.
Hypermobile, so it causes a lot of impingement through my shoulder, but they don't stay out when they do pop out. They just slip back in, which is actually a good thing. But what actually hurts is it just stretches the ligaments around when it happens. So my shoulders are all right. They're all good. I'll have to blame my dad for my shit shoulders. But,
For breeding you.
yeah, but they're all good and they'll be good for the next sort of couple of months. I've had to deal with it the last sort of couple of years.
No, we
Bill's
won't
just-
ask that question again.
Bill's just writing that down. He's spelling it wrong. Hey, good luck today, Bruzzy. Good to have Dan McStay back in your forward line. It's exciting.
Absolutely. He's an absolute freak down forward for us. He creates a really good contest for us. And unfortunately, he's been rattled with a finger injury and then got it infected. So to have the big boy back, it's really good for him. And I can't wait to see him do his business today.
Brayden, the role you play at the footy club is obviously there's a football side of it and there's also that protector side of it. And that's the bit that we on Triple M have always loved about you. And I know your teammates love you. I know Craig McRae loves you. Just controlling it and always, or most times, keeping it in check. How have you managed to evolve with that role you like to play in that space?
Yeah, well, you're right. I do have a protective nature and I don't like seeing my teammates get pushed around, and I'm always there to protect them, and they know that, and I get the same from them. So we do talk about always having one more than the other team, so whether it's 2-1 or 3-2 or whatever, but we're always there to back each other up, and I just feel like it's always sort of been a part of my game, but within the rules, respectfully. But yeah, like I said, I don't really like seeing my teammates getting pushed around. So when I do see something happening, the Bruz, look out.
That was a warning shot.
And is it a bonus if your jumper gets removed from your body
he loves that.
during these skirmishes?
Rig out sort of stuff, get the pipes out.
Not this time of year, Bruz, because
No.
the moon
White.
tan.
Mine's shocking. I'm pale as all hell. So I look like you, Bill.
Hey, do you and Jack Crisp get mixed up? Like, do people think it's you and it's Jack and vice versa?
No,
No.
not really.
never thought
Nah,
that.
come on, Bill.
What kind of question was that,
what is
by
that?
the way? How does he get himself mixed up?
No,
Those who himself is.
supporters or
Yeah,
someone or
you didn't
Nah,
ask.
I
media
can see it.
people.
I can see it. Everyone's copying my haircut these days. So
Yeah.
I don't know who's who.
Well, he has, hasn't he? He's just got a new one, crispy.
Yeah, he does. But he wears number 25 on his back. He's a little bit skinnier than me. He plays in the midfield.
Both
I just play in the back line.
Both
I wear
left
number
footers,
4.
both got hyper extended shoulders.
No, it wasn't that.
Hey, I'll tell you who's been a sensation. We love him as IQ. How good
Yeah.
has he been down back?
He's an absolute star. He's in all
He
Australian
is.
form, and in my opinion, he's rock solid down there. And we don't want to talk about the individual. We want to talk about the team. But bloody hell, you can't go away from talking about individuals every now and then when they're playing the way he is. So it's a credit to him. He puts a lot of work in during the week, but he's an absolute star.
Hey, speaking of individuals, a much-loved figure down there at the Pies, Jeremy Howe. He's been back for a few weeks now. Great to see him just, healthy, running around out there again.
Yeah, he's actually running past me right now.
Oh,
He's about
say
to kick
g'day,
one on
mate.
his right foot. And,
There he goes.
out the
Shanked.
full.
He's missed everything.
Out on the full on cue. He's gone really well. He put a truckload of work in for his arm. He said the hardest bit was getting all the feeling back into his hand. So horrific injury, obviously, in round 1. And I remember looking over and going over to him and the physio telling me to F off because it was actually really, really gruesome. And me being me, I just had to look either way. It was pretty gross. But to see him put in the work and do what he's done over the last sort of 2 to 3 months, it's really, really good to see, and I'm really pleased to have him back out there.
What have you personally made of Nick Dacos's short time in the game, Brayden? We saw him only a few moments ago just run 100 metres to allow himself to be photographed with a bunch of young supporters. He just seems to do everything right, both in game and out of game.
That's the best thing about him, and not only him and his brother as well. And Peter actually made a comment the other day. I'm not too sure if you saw it, but they have so much time for fans, the kids, everyone that's got to do with the Collingwood Football Club that absolutely love him. He always gives back, and He's just playing footy. He's loving what he's doing, and it's a credit to him to see what he's doing because he works his ass off as well, and he's just an absolute freak of nature. I've never seen anyone like it.
What are you expecting from Freo today, mate?
They're going to bring the pressure. They've got a few outs, but you can never underestimate them. J-Lo's a very good coach. He's very tactical. They've always had a really good defensive system in place, and I feel like if we can break that down, then we'll be all right. But we just got to focus on what we can control, and then we'll get it done.
Who's number 31?
McCreary's just smashing torpedoes.
Torpedoes from outside
One
50.
step.
One step.
Yeah, he's incredible. He does that every day before training, not even warming up. But
They're going into row 20, or if the net wasn't there, they would be.
Smashing them outside 51 step.
Let's watch him do. He's about
Here
to
we
unload
go.
one.
You call it for us, can
Lining up.
Here we
Here we
go.
go. Bo McCreary. And... No,
Oh, no, he shanked it as well.
Come on, boys.
Hey, Bruz, what about Bill's unbelievable preparation for today? Who's number 31?
Yeah.
He's got no idea. He's got absolutely no idea.
And the number 10, the left footer.
Who's that? Is that me or? Is that...
Well, I don't call
He
it.
looks
no.
like you.
Do you get mixed up with Pendles too? Yeah.
I actually do get mixed up with Pendles probably more than anyone. I remember a couple of years ago, some old duck came up to me. She thought I was Pendles the whole time. She wanted me to sign the 2010 Premiership jumper.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, no, like, I'm not Pendles. And she goes, oh, shut up, Pendles. Like, come on.
So you did
And
it.
I actually had to be rude. I said, no, love. Seriously, I'm not Scott Pendlebury.
Old duck.
Oh, God. But I do get mixed up with him quite a bit. But it's
Yeah.
all a laugh.
Now, Bruz, as we let you go, I know that there are a few players in the competition that smell blood in the water quite as comprehensively as yourself. If there's someone to be clubbed out there, just make sure he's not wearing number 8, all right?
Yes.
Get your old mate and leave him alone.
Any Brayshaw club.
No, he's got a target on his back. For sure.
Like that.
Hey, great seeing you back playing,
Oh,
mate.
yeah, Bruz.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Have a great Arvo.
There, mate.
What a good boy he is, the
Nah,
Bruz.
ripper. How good.
Love him.
When
Now-
you love him off.
Boy,
Yeah.
Now, see, so what Bill does, middle of the week, is he, out of nowhere on air, he says, you wouldn't believe what I can do on my phone.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. I put this tracing app on because the kids are all going to
Find
Europe.
my
and
phone, Jim.
I can find out where Oscar
Lucy
is. I
and
can tell Luce
Ruby.
and Rubes and,
Yep.
Look where they are.
and
And
Slaps.
And he tracks Blair as well, apparently.
So then
Down
he
in
goes,
Tassie.
as he's doing this conversation, he says, and guess who's in, and I won't say it, but guess who's in a country town in Melbourne? Oh, but Damo and I are looking at him going, what are you talking about? Guess who else I can trace?
I don't
We're like,
get it.
who?
I don't understand.
Tim Watson. He goes, he's like, look, there he is now. I can see right where he is.
He shows.
We're
Glenn
like,
Maggie.
Why?
we're like, Bill, that's illegal.
It is.
Like, that's stalking someone.
During the ad break.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it's
it
You
was
not
said
on
it on air, Bill.
Oh, it's-
You said it live to radio.
So
Yeah.
I ran into the great three-time Premiership superstar of Essendon last night. Not happy.
Not happy.
No.
This is what I was alluding to. I wasn't aware you'd spoken to him, but I heard it was quite frosty.
First call Bill received the next morning.
What did he say to you?
Well, someone rang his breakfast show, the one he and Gary are on,
Yeah.
and said,
Someone
Wispy,
rang.
Wispy, you probably should know Fat's tracing you on his phone. 100% on the
shook right
breakfast
up.
show. So then he's gone straight off air, picked up the phone and said, what do you think you're doing, Fat?
No.
How did that go, Bill?
Why are
Because
you?
you're not good with confrontation.
Why are you stalking me?
There you are.
And why are you stalking him? What was the answer?
Well, are you still stalking him?
I no, because I said sorry, mate. I'll delete you. He said I've already done it.
He did it.
He did.
So you
So
can follow
it was a
anyone.
mistake.
It was a bit awkward.
How did you?
Oh.
Well, he-
a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. You had to actually nominate his email
But he's
address.
got to agree.
Why would you nominate him? When
No
you get
way he
nominated?
agreed.
Yes, this is I don't know 10 years ago. I didn't.
No,
I've been
the
following him.
technology wasn't around 10 years.
Come on.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know why I would do that.
No, none of us do.
He doesn't either.
All my kids are overseas, so I'm following them.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes.
But not Tim Watson.
No, it
a
was
small
strange.
country town.
It was strange.
But you were so
Maggie.
happy with it.
I know. Look where they are, by the way.
It was even strange.
No,
that
don't
you
go with it again, Bill.
Oh,
volunteered.
no, this is my kids.
Oh, right.
Paris, 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 Paris.
And do they know they're being followed?
Well, yes.
I think kids are.
Oh, I
kids
don't
are
know what
okay.
they do.
No, they're adults.
Poor
aren't
old
they?
fat. It's, how much money does it cost them? Poor old fat.
Anyone else? Mark Boss, you got him?
No.
Track? Glenn Middlemiss?
Green Middlemiss. No. Barry Stone.
Sean
Barry
Simpson.
Baron
Sim-
Stone?
Now,
Simo doesn't leave Geelong. Don't worry, he doesn't go anywhere. Occasionally goes to Ballarat. That's
Nuff
all he-
Nuff coming up next.
Clarky.
Hard Yakka, born
Oh.
in 1930. Legendary status is in their heritage. Work hard, play hard, Hard Yakka. A history of hard. Bernie Vince brings a nice helping of Nuff next.
Yes.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Hit it, hose.
I told you, homeboy.
I won Nuff of the Year. How do I win that?
You're unbelievable.
It's,
That's how we living, and you know.
Inks. Triple M rocks footy. Cricket footy. Cricket footy.
Nuff Nuff. Could have given it a bit.
That's what you call a Nuff Nuff.
Break it down.
I actually had the great Jordan Lewis come in the box. I'm here
wouldn't have been happy.
preparing early. No, he said, get me out.
Yep.
Get me out. So we played it to him, didn't we, Hose? We played the opener to him, then he just stormed off.
He
Haven't
would've.
seen him since.
He would have.
And that's that. Yeah, don't stuff it up, which I said I find it hard not to stuff things up. But anyway, let's start in Adelaide, where I've been getting the ratings right back up over there.
Thank you, Adelaide. Thank you,
Thank you,
Adelaide.
Thank you, Adelaide.
I love you all. Rhett Biglands. Now, he's a good mate of mine, but I don't know, he falls into this. He
Biggles.
tries to be funny, and he's just not. And he
berries?
keeps
Berries?
trying. He keeps berries.
That's his only once a year gag, isn't
the
it?
fruit basket. Well, he's up to his old tricks. He's trying to be funny again.
David Swallow as well, the most experienced Gold Coast son out there today. Was he one of the concession picks? I can't keep up with the Gold Coast Suns. They've been handed more concessions than a conductor on a train.
He's gone down that path. And he was number one pick, David Swallow. I don't know what this concession stuff was.
Not a
but
bad path to go, that one.
What? What path?
The path he went.
Oh,
Oh, no.
but I'm just going to save this slow car crash. Hose, that reminds me, has Biggles been down this path before? I know he's tried to be funny. This year.
They've had some concessions, though, haven't they, over the years? More concessions.
Well, they got him early on, but then...
Hang on,
Biggles was I thought he was about to roll it out.
Give us that one. No, you can't.
More concessions than what?
No, you can't. When a good comedian can't go back over his jokes, so I can't do it.
Yeah, a good one, but you can. What was it?
No, you build it up now.
Now, come on, more concessions then?
More concessions than a conductor on a train, I
Big
Hey, what about the timing of Roo? Just pops in right on the punchline. Come on, Roo.
I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Who does that to you?
Yes, you do.
That's because you don't have a punchline. He's
Exactly
saving
right.
you.
I just set it up, pray,
you do.
just after ready to go.
Of course you
And
do.
then,
Yep.
And then
what?
Jim comes in.
bang. Yeah, takes it.
Yeah.
Well, this man probably needs his own segment. His own opener. He's I don't know, something about Nath Brown and reading credits that he's just not getting, Damo. It's actually becoming frustrating for me now.
Look tough when it comes to conditions, Aussie conditions. When it comes to watering, ask your plumber to install a ream.
He got watering in there.
Mate, I saw him last night.
Did you have
on
a chat to
Insta.
him?
No. Has he had some Botox?
Oh, yeah. His face
keeps
is
denying.
blown right up.
He keeps the night.
No,
He
it's
had more
shiny.
wrinkles when he was playing.
Exactly.
Yeah. His head doesn't move.
Smooth and
Yeah.
shiny.
It does not move.
You could bowl a ball on it. It'd be beautiful.
Bowl a
What does-
ball
what
on
does
it.
that mean?
What does that
A
mean?
bowling ball.
Oh, bowling ball, right.
No, so his head is the bowling ball. No, you can bowl a ball on his head.
What do you bowl the bowling ball on?
Bowling alley or lawn.
Alley, yeah, that's it.
So you reckon his head looks like a bowling alley?
So it's a bowling alley, not...
That didn't go well for you, that one, did it?
You have been...
I was trying to think of something
You
smooth.
have been...
What would you say
A
if you-
baby's bum.
Well, that's not smooth.
A baby's bum, smooth. Smoother than a bowling
look at
alley
that.
or ball or whatever you're trying to say.
Keep going,
Get a
banana.
haircut, Damien.
Hey,
Look at the island.
changing the subject.
That's it.
Look at Tasmania.
A good mate over the border in WA, Embers.
Yeah, oh,
Remember
no.
this game, and I've done a bit of craft here. Hose has helped me, but it was Carlton v Freo. So just pay close attention to the name he uses.
Yeah, that's the difference. You know, one end, Charlie Cameron, Joey Curnow, down low, takes a really good mark.
I tried to chop you out. I know you. I was going to help you out, and I thought, no.
No, I recovered.
What about I recovered? I don't think so. That's like you saying you've recovered, Bill. In here.
The doggy dog.
Oh, the brown dog. Now, Ash Chua, same game. I don't know. I'm worried about Ash.
Well, his
And
finger's
probably
still black
listening on
from the
way.
Adelaide gather round.
Yeah, well, he had a bad weekend that weekend, didn't he? Hasn't recovered, but this is probably the longest way ever to describe a score that's only 1 point to 2 points.
Choice hotels around the grounds, Ash.
It's Dockers trailing the Blues by a point. Freo 0-1, 1 point. Carlton 2 behinds halfway into the first.
Trailing by a point. That's all he could have said. Just stop it there. If in doubt, get out, Bill. That sort of
exactly.
setup. 0-1-1 to 0-2-2.
We love him.
We do love him. Same game.
No.
Carlton v Freo, remember? Ash?
Choice hotels around the grounds, Ash.
Blues off to a flyer, 4-3-27, leading the Crows by 25 points, 2 behinds nearing quarter time.
How are they going against Freo, Ash?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So he's butchered the score. He's butchered the teams. He probably needs a spell sometime soon.
No.
But what we have learned is he's a one-sport pony, I'm going to say. You know, the one-trick pony?
Yeah,
He's one-sport pony. You with me?
Understand.
You looked a bit confused.
No.
Because last week he tried the cricket and he couldn't say, I was saying the koalaja or and Labashini or whatever he's trying to say. But, well, you listen and you see if he knows this sport.
Stu, what's happening at Marvel Stadium? Bit of drama?
There is nasty injury for the Matildas. The stretcher's out on the ground as we speak.
Even for the French, Chewy.
Oh, sorry, for the French, I mean.
They're in blue. We're in yellow, Chewies.
He's gone down the soccer path and he's saying the Matildas are injured and it's the French team. I think he may need a longer spell than what I was speaking about before.
Good win by the Matildas.
It was a good win. Sold out too.
Did you watch it, Bill?
50,000.
Yeah.
You watched that at the bot?
At the bot with...
How many things did you watch then?
I watched a lot of things.
Hey, BT, well, when you're describing, on radio, you have to... Stop doing that. We're lucky we're on radio. No one can see what you're doing. BT, when you're on radio, you have to describe things and where you are. You do it very well, Jim. On the ground, paint the picture. Where you good, Bill. Now he's frustrated.
Rule number one in journalism.
And what's rule number 2?
The score.
The score, good.
Very
Bill.
important.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So you got to describe where they are on the ground. Now, BT, well, he just confused me here. You tell me where he means this player is,
I'm
Bill.
listening.
And Norton marks it in the pocket. 40 metres out, directly in front here, Norton.
Right, stuck up in the pocket, and then he's 40 metres directly in front. So where do you think he is, Bill? You're pointing on the ground.
Pocket and 40 metres out in front. So about there.
About there. Oh, that helps because...
Shut up, I've got something else.
Oh, now he's just been given a tip through the glass. So good night, Bill. We'll see you
lose
next
him now
week.
for 20 minutes.
Speaking of soccer, we touched on that before. A commentator called Will Palaget caught my ear during the week, and you tell me if you like him, Bill.
Back into the area for Swiderski. One touch. He scores! Another one for Swiderski! And that one was more impressive than the first!
Oh, no. Is he related to Anastasia?
Cousins, I think, yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like you, Jim.
Third cousin.
When you did that cricket test.
Keep going, Bert.
No,
I'm not helping him out again today.
He doesn't want to.
That Damo brought up.
There
I'm
was
not
something
helping him
about
out again today.
He did sound
Adelaide
jockey-ish,
View.
didn't he?
Adelaide View.
Adelaide, well, ratings.
7,
now,
8,
Bill,
7 plump
Bill,
now.
I've left you out
Good.
the last couple of
No,
weeks.
good.
The last couple of
Good.
weeks,
But
but you
in
deserve
today.
this because you do a thing called Idiot File, and it's a perfect name for you. And faux pas was written down, and you. Well, this is how
I
you
meant
read it.
this.
This is how you read it.
The first 3 shows have already given us all we need to put a full book of Idiot together.
Jim?
Do you believe that?
No. I
3
cannot.
shows.
That's a fax pause or whatever. The French.
A fax pause.
I meant that.
Oh,
A
you
faux
meant
pas.
that, did you?
It's a faux pas.
God.
Is that Jace in the background? chuckling away? Big Jace.
Jace likes it.
It has for those out
All
there
holes in
like you,
one.
Bill. It has got an X in it.
So how do you spell faux pas?
FAUXPOUS.
So how do you get faux pas out of...
Well, it's French.
PAS.
French, Bill.
Well, voyeur is French.
Thank you, Bill.
A croissant is French.
Well, okay, I'll tell you
Well, we're
what.
just going to keep
Entree.
Entree.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Sucker.
I don't know whether this word is French, and if you got up to any of this last night, but were you trying to say this?
Here we go. A husband.
That's a fax pause.
Yes. Foreplay.
That's his other way to say it.
Is that French?
Foreplay French as well,
Is it?
Oh, well,
I don't
I'm
reckon.
not sure.
If
I'm
it's
not
him,
sure.
you would
I
know.
wouldn't have thought.
How
How do you spell the 4 in there, Bill?
Hey?
How do you spell the 4 in foreplay?
The first 4 letters.
Fore.
Are you putting it
Like
there?
you're playing golf.
Yeah.
Good. I was hoping you weren't going to go FOUR.
Or just FOR.
Keep some numbers attached to it.
Oh.
But Bill, we can always
Want a
rely
drink, Dale?
on you for the hard-hitting.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was the
A
latch.
nice
Isn't it
charade.
The latch. Tick-ting. The
Hose.
The latch.
Hose,
Samo.
could you think of anything worse?
Oh, Jim, I just pictured that. I just pictured that. Oh, no.
Anything
no,
worse?
No, we need to move on and get something else.
Yeah, who's next,
I've
Bert?
still got
Who's
Bill,
next?
though. Well, the hard-hitting question, it was a good example before to Bruz Maynard. You just asked that you leave us with no questions. You were perfect like this. You're like
Question what
Damo.
the people want to ask.
Oh, what? If
That's
he
it.
gets mixed up with himself? Well, I thought that was pretty good. But this one may be better.
And Fritchie out too. That doesn't help things. What's how far out is he? How far?
How far out? Look at it. Even Bill's embarrassed with that one. That's one of your worst. Out where? Out of the
Out of the game.
Oh, is that what
So
it is?
actually,
how
not a
far
bad
out
question.
of the game.
Yes. How
Or
far
how
out?
long?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. We know what it. And he told us out for the
No,
year.
he was confused. He was confused.
I'm confused.
You're
And-
confused. I go to Adelaide. I go to Perth. I don't know where I'm going. I'm confused.
Hit it, Hose.
Nuff of the week.
Very lucky to stay out of Nuff of the week.
Yeah, good. With that
Very, very
body of
lucky
work.
with that question.
Jeez, who beat me?
Wow.
Some nuff dopey thing.
Well, I felt sorry for you. I had you in there, and then it was so bad on your behalf, I had to take you out.
I
because
can't believe
it's
it.
like kicking a man when he's down. I didn't want to do it.
Who's
early.
going to win?
Well, it's our boy Jay-Z.
Oh.
Jay-Z. Now,
Every week, JZ.
can you tell me what he's trying to say here, Bill, and what actually comes out?
So I think the West Coast Eagles can knock off the Kangaroos.
I think we need to play that.
Knock
again,
off
Hose.
knock off. So I think the West Coast Eagles can knock off the Kangaroos.
Well, what made it even worse?
It's worse, yeah.
They're not even playing the West Coast.
No.
Yeah, that's right. North are playing Hawthorn.
Playing Hawthorn. So they knock off Hawthorn.
Knock off.
Jay-Z's been on there a bit. Him and Nate Brown.
The long questions he's having some trouble with. He's
All
getting
right.
a bit better, but
So therefore, the Nuff of the week
Is
sits
Jay-Z.
comfortably on
got
Jay.
a party going.